Hi, I'm Jeff Merrill in Southeast Florida. This is a talk view tour of the Nordhavn 50 Gray Goose, currently moored in Vero Beach, Florida. She's a 2000 model, hull number 11, spectacular boat. This is a wide-body, dry stack, 2-stateroom boat. The details are all posted on JMYS, the current price and the updated specifications always there. If you want to have current information, you can see she's got a very comfortable swim platform for boarding. Again, the wide body, good open salon, raised pilot house, the fiberglass stack, and then Portuguese bridge and foredeck. Just a pretty boat to look at from the water as we're drifting by here. This was filmed after the Trawler Fest, moving the boat between Stuart, Florida and Vero Beach, where she is currently berthed. I want to thank Mark Pittman for this video footage. Great job, Mark. And you get a good idea of the beauty of this boat just sitting here floating on her way back to Vero Beach. Once you're on board the cockpit, you have access along the starboard side. There's a covered overhang in the cockpit, the walking side deck along the starboard side with a boarding gate. You come up to the Portuguese bridge, passing the pilot house with the sliding doors. Here's a view getting up into the Portuguese bridge. Easy access into the pilot house there. As you come forward, there's a boarding gate that takes you up to the foredeck. You can see up at the foredeck there are some rails for fender storage, Samson post, the electric windlass. Bow thruster is accessed, operation down below. Good view of the foredeck. There's a built-in deck box there for storing short power cords, extra dock lines, etc. Just a good, clean-looking boat. Very easy to get around on this foredeck. A special roller there to keep the chain on the gypsy when it's coming up. Burgee pulpit. And then as you look, here's another view of the foredeck. Those fender holders, the big dock box, Portuguese bridge. There's even the ability to put storm plates on these forward windows. See the searchlight and some of the solar panels up on the roof from here. Working back along the port side, you can get up to the boat deck area. Up a couple of steps here. There's the tender and the outboard. There's a crane outboard on the starboard side. View of the covering over the cockpit back there with the solar panel. There's another view of the tender. Tatsu outboard. Solar panels up on the roof. Looking back aft again. There is a ladder that comes up from the cockpit to the boat deck, or you can come around the side like we showed here. The Carib dinghy does a great job of getting you back and forth from shore to the moorings, wherever you want to go. Get a view of the Garmin radar and some of the other antenna that are mounted up on this stack. This is a dry stack boat with the Lugger main engine. It's the Lugger L6108A2, 250 horsepower, turbocharged, aftercooled. There's the solar panels, great array of solar panels on there. This boat also has a wing engine, has a Yanmar 3GM 3.0, and then cruising speed's about 8 knots, top speed's about 10 knots. We like to say she has about a 3,000 mile range at 7 knots. It's 2 staterooms, 2 heads, again the wide body. Coming into the boat from the back deck, from the cockpit area, you enter into the galley salon, entry level. You can see forward there are 2 stairs, one stair that goes down to the owner's stateroom, the other goes up to the pilot house. There's a large settee on the starboard side. You have windows outboard on both sides. Looking back aft, you can see the sliding door that brings you in from the cockpit. Good windows, a couple of opening on each side for cross ventilation, access into the galley, overhead storage lockers, view of the galley there looking forward with the stove and oven, microwave. Easy to get around here. There's a good table back there in the salon for dining. This boat has been well looked after. The owners have done a great job of keeping her in great shape. And she really is a pleasure to be on board. We had a great time at the Trawler Fest, had a lot of good traffic, a lot of good people coming on board and marveling at her. There's another view kind of looking in at the galley and then looking back at the amount of space you have in the salon. The wide body does give you a lot more interior volume. In the galley, double basin sink. Your classic galley appliances. I like the forward bulkhead has the stainless steel, which gives you a little bit of reflection, extra light, making it easier to see what you're doing while you're cooking. And then you come back to the center area. You go down these steps. and you have easy access to the owner's stateroom. So the owner's stateroom is back aft. The bed is athwartship. Here's another view from the head over on the starboard side, looking at the owner's stateroom, mirror forward on the bulkhead, forward cabin up through the doorway there. Here's a view looking at the head with the head door closed and the stairs coming down from the salon. There's the engine room door access. The head and shower right across from the owner's stateroom bed. See, there's a stand-up shower right there with a seat, shower curtain. Comfortable, good headroom in here for taking a shower. And now we're up in the forward cabin, looking back aft. There is a double bunk over on the port side. You see the opening port light up there, big hanging locker, and then the head and shower up forward with a sink. Great for guests, ideal. Good room. This is all fiberglass and gel coat, so easy to maintain, easy to clean. Very well looked after boat. They've had the boat for a couple years now, and they've just decided it's time to do something different. So that's why we're fortunate enough to be able to offer her and show her for sale. There's a desk over on the starboard side. Those are the steps that go up to the pilot house from there, and you can get a better view now as we go up the steps, passing laundry appliances and heading back up to the wet hanging locker, and then looking out over at the settee for the pilot house with a watch berth back aft, looking forward at all the electronics, good chart table on the starboard side, good console for your electronics, fantastic visibility in this pilot house, electrical breakers on both sides, Stid helm chair, engine controls are all dual lever. You have a bow thruster and a stern thruster. This boat is very easy to operate, very easy to see where you are and where you're going, and makes it very comfortable for operating this boat in all weather conditions. Comfortable seating. There's that watch berth back aft. Good table. You do have sliding doors that open out onto the Portuguese bridge on both sides, port and starboard. Got another view looking at the electronics and looking at the view. She just charges along underway. This is one of the most efficient hull forms in the Nordhavn line. There's a bulbous bow up there helping to plow through the water. And then back down into the engine room. There's your lugger engine. You can see the fuel racors over on the starboard side there. We're looking back aft. Sight glasses on the fuel tanks. There's the racors. Manifolds down below. Good list of machinery equipment shown here. Northern Lights generator, Yanmar wing engine. There's a door back aft to the lazarette. This is not a stand-up engine room, but it's an engine room that's easy to get around in, and you actually have seating area with bench seating on either side of the engine. So in some ways, I kind of favor this over a stand-up engine room where you really aren't able to get around as easily sometimes. Here's a view of the generator. Look how clean she is. Everything's organized. Labels, reminders, and then the door back aft to the lazarette. Delta T, air blowers, fire suppression system in here. There's the Yanmar wing engine. We had a very easy ride down from Barrow to Stewart for the Trawler Fest and then back. Here's looking back in the lazarette. So you can drop down from the cockpit up above, getting down in the lazarette. There's the door into the engine room, and you can see that we have a lot of gear back here. Some fuel tanks are back here. The steering system is back here. Stern thruster is back here. This is a good storage area for lots of extra gear. Ends up being a garage. There's some air conditioning compressor back out there. And here she is moving along, starboard profile, graceful through the water. Thank you for watching. We look forward to hearing from you. We get people on board by appointment. My co-listing broker is John Hoffman. Please feel free to get in touch with me by cell or email, or get in touch with John. We'd love to get you on board. We do these showings by appointment. That's the best way to get a feel for Grey Goose. So thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. And John and I look forward to hearing from you when you have some time. Thanks again to Mark Pittman for a great job filming. Thanks, you guys. See you next time. Bye.
Hey, trawler friends, thank you for watching the video. We love doing these videos. It's great having you on board. Great being out on the water. We do have over 100 videos on the JMYS YouTube channel. If you would like to subscribe, you can click the button. If you'd like a reminder on when the next video is going to show up, you can click the bell. That'll give you a reminder. We really appreciate it when you give us those thumbs up. Thank you very much for that. We also like your comments. We like to respond to your comments. So please keep watching. Thank you for your encouragement. If you'd like to watch some other videos, we have a couple of them over here to click on. And there's always something new coming on the JMYS YouTube channel. Stay tuned and we'll stay in touch. Look forward to watching you and you watching me. Thank you.